Okay, in this video I am going to show you how to customize one of your class pages, add an event to a calendar, maybe a homework assignment, and then link that event to a Google Doc. So the first thing we're going to do is log in. And as you can see, my classes come up. Over here, you notice that they all have funky names. So I'm going to click on this World History class down here. This happens to be my third period World History class. And I hate the way this looks, but we can change it really quickly to look really cool. The first thing I want to do is go down here and click Manage Class. And this gives me options to change all sorts of information on that page we were just looking at. But before I do that, I want to grab a cool picture to put on the page. So I'm going to open a new tab, and I'm going to go to Google. And then up here, I'm going to click Images. Now we just started studying World War I, so in the image search, I'm going to type the Great War. And as you can see, I've already looked for it before, so it pops up. Hit Search Images. Now there's a variety of really cool images, but I like this one in particular. So I'm going to click on it. And then as the page comes up, I'm going to go up to here where it says See Full Size Image. And I'm going to click on that. And here's the image. I'm going to click and hold and then drag it to my desktop, and we'll deal with it in a second. I'm going to close this tab, taking me back to the portal. So the first thing I'm going to do is change the class name. And I'm going to change it to Period 3 World History. And again, I already did this once, and so I'm just going to click on it here. I'm going to change this. Notice that this allows you to do all sorts of really nice editing, including adding HTML code if you're familiar with how to do that. So I'm just going to make this simple though and type in Welcome to World History. I'm going to scroll down, and down here it says Image. I'm going to click Browse, or I'm going to click Browse, and a window pops up over here. I put the picture on the desktop, so I'm going to go to my desktop, and here it is here. I'm going to double click on it, and then I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to hit Save. And as you can see, things have changed. It looks a lot better. Here's a good image of what we're studying. Notice that now over here it says Period 3 World History, and up here it says Period 3 World History, which will make it much easier for students to know what class they're on. The next thing I want to do is add an event to the calendar. So I'm going to go down here to where it says Calendar and click the Edit button. We're going to have a test, a mock final on the 28th. So I'm going to go up here to the 28th, and I'm going to click the number. There's no events, but we're going to add one really quickly here. So up here where it says Add, you can choose to add the event. So click Add. And then we're going to enter information about the event. I'm going to call this World History Final. It's going to be a test. I'm going to leave for right now the document summary blank. This event does not reoccur, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to enter text by hand. And again, I'm presented with this box. So I'm going to type in here, study for your test, with an exclamation point. But notice down here it gives me the option to link to a file or to a website. And I want to do that. So I'm again going to open up a new tab. And I'm going to go to our docs at DP. So I'm going to type in docs.dphs.org. Brings us to the docs site. I'm going to log in here quickly. All right. And here you see some of my world history documents. I'm going to check this final exam study guide that I've been working on that's not quite finished, but I'm going to share it anyway. So I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to come up here to share. Now, I want to share this. I don't want them to collaborate, my students. I want them just to be able to view it. So I'm going to click as viewers. I'm going to choose from contacts, which will bring up this contact picker. Under here, you'll see a pull-down menu. And in this pull-down menu are my contact groups from Google. I'm going to select my world history group, even though it's just one person. For you, you could have your entire class or classes, depending on how you set up your groups. So I'm just going to click world history. And as you can see, there's only one student, student Rickman. And I'm going to click select all. Now, if you had multiple students, this would select all of them. Then I would click done. Now I am going to invite viewers. So I'm going to click invite. It asks me if I want to write a little note. I'm going to leave this blank, but you could write whatever you want. And I'm going to send a copy to myself. I'm going to hit send. Now all my students have an email letting them know that I've shared the final exam study guide with them, and when they log into their docs, they'll have it as well. But I also want to put a link to it in the calendar we were just creating. So I'm going to go to my mail. And here's the final exam study guide. And I'm going to click on this and copy the link location. For the purposes of the demonstration later, I'm going to sign out of Google. You don't have to, but I'm going to just really quickly. Okay, now I'm going back to Edline. I'm going to take that link that I just copied and paste it into this link box. I'm going to scroll down. This is a great area, multiple postings. Well, I have two world history classes, period 1 and period 2, and I'd like this information on both calendars. So I'm going to select my period 1 and click additional posted groups. So now it's going to be on that calendar as well. I'm going to click save and return. I'm going to make sure everything's all set, and now I'm done. And click done again. Now you'll see on my calendar there's a world history final listed. And all the students will see this. Each student who has world history, when they log into their calendar, this will be on it. I'm going to click world history final to bring up the details about it. And as you can see, study for your test, and here's the link to the document we just put in. I'm going to click on it, and it's going to take me to what it would look like if the students were logging in to see it. Notice they can't edit, but they can save a copy to their Google Docs, which they could edit. They could download it as HTML or even Word, and they can print it. There's all sorts of other cool features that they can do. They can view the footnotes, they can change the way it's viewed. And so they have it here. Now the ability to do this will open up lots of doors for us as teachers, and our ability to share documents on the fly. I just think it's really, really cool. I hope you enjoy it.